starting. Greetings. Welcome back, everyone. I am the Dungeon Master, and today we are rejoining all 6 of the players in Heroes Wanted for Session 6. They have now successfully navigated the crypt below the mausoleum at Lord Gerhardt's property, having made their way through swarms of bats, stepping through guano and dust. They made their way past a stoned up, a walled up section of the crypt, and I believe it was Einjamin decided to go ahead and knock it down, and they made their way through to find a huge pile of human remains, and the newcomer, Soggy, the kobold, climbed all through the bones in order to find some coin purses that held some valuables that the party will decide how to split up afterwards. But before they can do that, having made their way up through the tunnels, they discovered what had been walled in here deep within the crypts, and it was a vampire spawn, half starved, and its regeneration no longer functioning due to not having the blood that it needs to power its dark spell-like abilities that it has due to being a creature of darkness.
It was out of juice.
And so without its blood, it couldn't regenerate, and so they were able to defeat even a weakened vampire spawn at level 2, a difficult fight to be sure. It had grabbed Einjamin several times, intent on drinking his blood, but through sheer luck, the one bite attack it would have gotten, with him still grappled, it missed. So they managed to beat down the vampire spawn, and in the heat of the battle, they noticed a lever that they had failed to perceive when they first entered this chamber. And after the battle was over, they couldn't help but pull the lever, and doing so, this secret passage opened up, and they looked inside, saw an ancient, well-decorated coffin, and inside was the remains of some kind of well-armed, well-armored warrior, and Tristan immediately goes up to the body and touches the hilt of a sword that no longer has a blade, and as soon as his hand touches it, a booming, ghostly voice comes out of the ether and says, "No unworthy hand shall possess this blade." And a ghost of the warrior in armor, a image of him in life, appears in front of the coffin, and that is exactly where we pick up.
Are we in an initiative?
We are.
Yeah, just saw that.
All right.
Ready. I don't see the tracker up.
Yep.
I rolled a 19.
I might have to. No,
Nice.
19. I might have to go restart my API script. Give me 1 second.
Is there like a manual button you can press or?
For your initiative, it's a macro. Just click your character, and it should be in the top left corner.
All right.
And it has that little actual picture of the time. Sand. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I see. Okay. Thank you.
No problem. There it is.
Soggy, you've got to save those high rolls for when it matters.
High initiative matters, I think, still. Depending what you're going to do, at least.
Well, he'll be the first to get away, I suppose.
Like saving this handsome noble who's about to be, killed by a...
He's not that handsome.
Hey, it's handsome. Actually, we'll see.
You think we're? I don't have a good feeling.
I'm sorry, what?
This is going to be a run or toss.
We'll see. Because the DM said I touched the hilt, doesn't mean I have the hilt. So if I want it, we'll see.
You do not have the sword in your hand. The voice
I
and
imagine,
the ghost
I imagine
appearing.
it scared me,
Yes.
and it just pushed me back.
Yes, exactly. So you're actually just a half a step back from the coffin right now. Literally, it's 1 square, which I have them set to 2.5 feet. So you are literally half a 5-foot step back from the coffin right now.
Okay. Just to clarify another thing, free action to talk. Do I only can do that at my turn?
I prefer that everybody kind of waits for their turn for that stuff, but I do allow for like brief character interaction on other people's turns. Like, you can't speak to the ghost on Soggy's turn here, but you could say, Soggy, run, or, some short thing like that.
Okay, just clarifying.
I'm gonna try and make a diplomacy check.
Persuade.
That's a holdover from 3.5.
Yeah. It makes sense, but it's persuasion now. So, yeah. See what you're going to say?
Good luck.
Let him do what he wants.
I'm trying
He's
to
got this.
find the where's the
So under skills,
yeah,
and then persuasion.
I rolled a 15.
Soggy attempts to reason with the ghost.
Mr. Ghost! Hello, Mr. Ghost! We are not do this. We are friendly folk. Why are you?
And the ghost responds by saying, Abomination! Be gone from this place, unholy creature!
Even the ghost are racist.
it seems like a theme.
Yeah, it's a theme out here.
And now would be a good time to run, I think, Soggy.
Soggy just kind of like lets out a runs out.
Okay, and then when you are done with your turn, on the bottom left hand.
I know.
Yep. Okay. Just reminding everybody, I know we have some newer players that only played the one session, so I just want to make sure everybody knows where all the buttons are.
Okay. I don't even know what I should do here, to be honest.
Oh, just for me seeing all you see like Tristan's expression, he's completely terrified. He's about to run, but he seems frightened that he can't move right now. So, yeah, that's what he's...
Alrighty.
Yeah,
Sounds
there is nothing that would have prepared you guys for facing something like this. You know, you guys are trained how to forage for food, how to clean your weapons and armor, how to, you know, deal with other races and stuff like that. You know, you're taught how to fight against things like a dire bear or, you know, possibly a small drake or something. You know, you're definitely not taught things that people aren't even sure whether they actually exist.
So is the plan to run, or are we going to try and see if we can reason with it? And if we do run, are we leaving the hilt?
For myself, at least Tristan, he's like, once the ghost showed, and after all the fighting and the vampires and all that, he's like, yeah, he wasn't expecting this, and he doesn't think that we can, or he can get the hilt at least, without dying a horrible, horrible death.
So this ghost, when he came out, he said that he was looking for like he wasn't chosen, right? Like a chosen one. He
Or
wasn't
he's
worthy of it?
challenging at least. We don't know. That's how we know.
He said unworthy.
Unworthy. I don't think my charisma would work. So I decide to run away.
He said Tristan is not the diamond in the rough.
Paraphrasing, of course.
So just let's remember, he's a racist ghost, so most likely only likes humans. So, and Soggy tried to talk to him, and he's like, "Fucking filth, why are you talking to me?" So yeah, and then I'm unworthy because but I look human.
Yeah, but like a sketchy human.
Yes.
Like a sketchy human.
Yeah. Okay.
Sketchy.
So Tom moved. That's it.
Yeah, I'm moving away 5. Okay, let me just look at the grid real.
Yeah, each square is half a step. So you got to move 2 squares to move 1 full 5-foot step.
I can 25. I can only move 25 feet, right?
Yes.
So I was here, right? Okay, 5, 10. Okay. And I am my turn.
Okay.
All right. Let's hear it for role playing. Nicholas. Let's do this. Yeah, okay. Greetings, hero from the past. What can we do
Arcadius. His name was Arcadius.
to prove our worthiness?
You don't get any response. The ghost is still focused on both Soggy, who, you know, right now is in the process of running out of the room because all of this is kind of happening simultaneously, and Tristan, who dared to touch the hilt.
Right.
But he doesn't respond negatively like he did with Soggy.
Right.
Perhaps he'd like a better resting place, brother.
A nice airbed, maybe?
What would a paladin do? I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm at. Yeah.
It's a ghost. Yeah, it's a ghost of a hero.
Yeah,
same time.
exactly,
It's such
right? I'm conflicted.
What was he?
Brother, tell him about the evil that you sensed in the castle, and perhaps perhaps he could use his sword to thwart it.
Yeah, I'm working on the wording here. I'll step forward. I think Tristan had ducked out or had been blown back or something.
Yeah, I was like
Soggy
pushed
ran
back
out.
5 feet. I was pushed
So
back 5
I'll
feet,
just
but it's
do a
not
quick step up, right? Just a quick step up into the ghost face, kind of. And right, push my luck. O great warrior from the past, we are here to cleanse this place of evil. Aid us in our quest, and we'll show you we're worthy. I'm a pirate Irish, apparently.
Yes,
Sounds
the
legit.
the
It's
Pirish.
legit. It's legit. I appreciate the effort.
Yeah.
The spirit, possibly of Arcadius, looks in your direction and says, "Unworthy!" and goes to strike at you.
Okay. Well, obviously, if I'm not worthy, no one else here could possibly ever be worthy.
No,
I mean,
it truly isn't. I think, is that your turn?
This would be a case. He's waiting for someone to prove their worth in some way, more so than like having already determined that you're unworthy, like as a final decision.
okay. Uh, but he's moving to attack, kind of, and I understand initiative and
Yeah,
turn
he's
order and
yeah
whatnot, but
he's going to attack you.
Okay.
He
well,
was focused on possibly chasing after Soggy or attacking Tristan right there, but now that you have like kind of challenged him, not challenged him in the sense of like you went to attack him, but like you are accepting
engaged
the
him.
yeah, you're like, let me prove I'm worthy, and he's like, okay, so he's gonna mess you up.
All right. Well, in that case, let's just go with I so far all I've done is a one divine sense since we got here.
You use your smites on the vampire.
Yep.
Did I use both smites?
You won at least.
Your turn's about to end.
Yeah. I don't know how to extend it. Let's just do divine smite. Whee! No, I lost it.
No, just go.
No. So hold on.
Okay.
So you did use both of your divine smites. Let's just get that out of the way.
Okay, cool.
Let's just get that out of the way. But I'm gonna break from the DM screen for a half a tick here, and just let you guys know that some showing of your paladin ability is a good first step towards proving that you are worthy. So you might want to start working on what you're going to do during your next turn. But yeah, because of the role playing of the back and forth with the talking and all of that, we're gonna go ahead and have that be
groovy.
your turn. And then Tristan. Wait, hold on one second. You used the one smite, but what did you use your other spell slot on? Because
when we first
use
came
a second
down,
smite.
No, yeah.
What did you use?
I didn't do any other smites. I didn't do blast, heroism, protection, shield. I didn't cure anybody. I didn't lay hands on anybody. So
lay on hands would have used
I didn't do
your
any of those,
other
yeah.
pool of resources anyway.
No, I did. I got one shot on the vampire spawn, and that was it.
I am trying to think because I was like almost positive that you had used both of yours because I was thinking about how this was going to play out in between sessions here. I was like, I wonder what he's going to do having used both his spell slots. But now that I am replaying the session in my head, you had used the one Divine Smite while attacking the vampire spawn.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like,
Remember, he did press the Divine Smite a few times, even when he missed. So that might have used a resource.
Oh, yep. All of the resources are set to... I will go back and rewatch the stream. And...
Well, I'm looking at the chat history right now.
Yeah.
I'm trying to go over the... Because here's the swarm of bats. I know I didn't use any spells on the swarm of bats.
No, you didn't use anything prior to that. So,
but it was
possibly
at that point
possibly at the mausoleum battle with the bats. Did you heal anybody back there?
Nope, because I didn't even heal myself because I was holding it back.
Yep, then I'm going to replace your one spell slot for now. I'm going to go back and rewatch those sessions just to refresh my memory and see if I can't remember, when you might have used that. If I can remember.
Well, I do know that at the time I was having connectivity problems and I was hitting the button and nothing was happening.
Yeah.
But I mean, like I said, I'm looking at the history right now. All the initiative rolls. When we came, there was an action surge, longbow. He attacked. We did some checks. I did a charge.
Yeah, no, it's fine. For now, we're going to rule that you have one spell slot remaining. If I go back and watch and you don't, you guys are still
the hell out of me.
Yeah, you guys are still going to be able to have done it, but I'm gonna.
I'm seeing 2 Divine Smites in the chat.
Right, but did you push the button an extra time?
No, there was a Divine Smite and then some athletics and a bolt and then a rapier and then a rapier and then a sneak attack, a longbow.
Yeah. So we will subtract that and you guys are up the creek, as they say. All right, Tristan, go ahead and take your turn.
Okay, yes.
Had plenty of time to think, though.
Yeah, once a ghost came up, Tristan's to his, he was basically frozen for a bit. And now, what's going through his head now is, we called him worthy? He's Tristan, he's noble, he was born worthy, he's actually quite insulted. But at the same time, he's so beat up. He sees to his side Nicholas, who he knows that he used quite a bit of. He doesn't look fresh at all, and he's like, and he turns to Nicholas. He's stuttering. I don't think we need to leave. And am I actually in range of the ghost if I move?
You would have to take a half a step up.
Okay, so basically, I'm. Is that a thing?
No.
You could disengage.
Yeah, but I can't. I wouldn't drag you away.
It's not really a thing as far as actual game mechanics, but like I said, because I have the grid split up to make small characters easier to move around, because what happens is it'll stack both of the half-size tokens on top of each other in the upper left-hand corner if I have it set for just regular.
Yep, I get it. I am going to try to move with while dragging Nicholas. If Nicholas doesn't allow me to take him away, then I'll use a disengage. Nicholas? Nicholas?
He might have stepped away for a second after his turn.
Okay, then I'm just going to do disengage and speed this up. I will take, he's 15. Oh my god, I can just close it if I wanted to, but I wouldn't because I'll just
with Nicholas and Einjamin inside.
I'm like, there are cool people, but No, that's it.
They're lost to the ghost now. It's too late.
It's too
No, I'm
late
not gonna
for
do
that.
that. I'm not doing that to Nicholas.
Oh man.
I will end my turn at the entrance of the. Yeah, there it is, right there. That's it.
Okay. As promised, the ghost glides forward and attacks Nicholas.
I'm gonna die.
That was creepy.
Holy
Oh,
cow, that
jeez.
was spook.
Yeah.
So I need to do a charisma check. Is that it?
Difficulty
the-
class 13.
Oh no, your best saving throws.
I know, right?
We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Oh.
So the ghost
See, I'm worthy. Boom.
the ghost attempts to possess you, but your paladin will prevents him from being able to control your mind, and so he is rejected.
All right. Well, hearing all this, I'm just gonna walk inside the room real quick.
You gonna check it out?
Yeah,
Everybody
check it out.
else is running away. Elwyn's like, "I'll save us."
Just go like just inside, basically. Now, would I know anything about this?
Okay, so you are an elf, and
Yes.
elves are very, very long-lived, but I don't know how old you want your character to be, because depending on how old you are would depend on how much history you have personally and how long you would have had to have listened to stories from elves who have been on this continent since before the fall of the last empire. So, you could possibly know a lot or just slightly more than everybody else. But either way, as an elf, you're definitely going to be more aware of supernatural things like undead, ghosts, all of that.
Yeah, Elwyn's like late 50s, early 60s.
Okay, so you're definitely a very young elf, but you've been alive through, the most part of the Dark Ages. There's been about 150, 200, years of Dark Ages since the fall of the last human empire until this period in time. And so you've been alive for a good portion of that and been told stories of some of the battles that took place, between the elves and dwarves and men and tieflings and dragonborn and undead and everything else during the great wars before the fall of the last empire. And so you would know, that this creature is likely a ghost, being that it's ethereal, and that ghosts mainly exist on the ethereal plane and sometimes cross over in order to possess living beings, or in rare instances kill them with their ghostly powers.
All right then. Well, upon seeing the ghost, I'm just gonna try. Elwyn's gonna try talking with it. Great warrior, we do not mean to trespass upon your place of resting. We we will leave you in peace if you just allow us to do so.
Once again, the ghost is unresponsive.
All right then.
The
That's just-
antisocial type.
Yeah. I'm just gonna end my turn in that case, because that'll be all I do.
Okay,
Hmm.
no problem.
Benjamin hums a little tune, which Nicholas could possibly recognize. It's something he learned from Nicholas's full sister and his half sister. And he casts check. I'm going to have it appear behind the ghost. I can't do anything with it at the moment. And I step forward next to Nicholas. And I say, Arcadius, these lands are overrun by terrible evil. There was a horrible creature resting not 20 feet from where you are. If there is anyone who is worthy of wielding your blade against the evil that is in this land, it is my brother. He has devoted his life to serving the god Torm. He is worthy. And if I can, I'd like to make a persuasion check.
Okay. You certainly can roll a persuasion check if you're trying to persuade the ghost.
Well, if you're telling me that it's useless, then I won't do it. But I don't know. Maybe a high enough roll will be worth something.
The only time that I would ever say that a roll is completely useless is if it's something that's like just plainly obvious. Like, I wouldn't allow you to roll a strength check to try and bend the iron bars of a prison. You know, it's just not going to happen.
Got it. All right. Then I am done.
Okay, so as you speak nicely with the ghost, trying to convince him of Nicholas's worth, you can see its face. It is peeling back its hood to reveal a horrible visage.
Well, it is Sagi's turn.
Well, now.
Indeed.
What are you doing there, little lizard?
He's just kind of like frozen in trouble. Trying to think of a way to get out of this mess. So he kind of like he decides to kind of corner. And is the ghost in my range?
The range of your boomerang?
Eldritch Blast.
Oh, hold on, let me double check the range on that. Yeah, it's 120 feet, so yeah, very much within range.
So I'm gonna shoot him with an Eldritch Blast. Does
You
it hit?
no, you miss the ghost with your blast of eldritch power, and Nicholas and Einjamin, it splits between them, and they both kind of step to the side.
Still your turn, Soggy.
I kind of like just to this corner, just to hide in it.
I just continue running away from Ghost, knowing that is ugly.
Well, bloody hell.
Yeah. Sorry, buddy.
Oh, no, it's all right. Hmm. Crikey.
Well, he attacked you. I'd say it's fair game.
Oh yeah, totally. Now he's ghostly and whatnot, right, DM? So
Yes, in fact, he is
is he actually
literally
holding the
ghostly.
hilt of a? Is he holding the hilt that was there? Is it just sitting there? Or like, what's up?
So yeah, see, the token is actually somewhat see-through.
Yeah.
He is not holding the hilt. What he is holding is a ghostly replica of the hilt, and from the blade is a fiery, ethereal energy coming straight out of the blade,
Okay.
of the hilt that forms the blade.
Right. Let me see. Yeah, let's just double down on the idiocy and let's yell out a prayer to Torm. Something paladin-y, yeah. Torm, guide my hand, show this great warrior that indeed worthy men still walk this land amongst the evil. Reach out and grab that sword.
Okay, so right now you guys are one step back from the coffin.
Yeah, that's what I was asking if it was ghosty and whatnot.
Yeah, the ghost had stepped forward in order to attack you. So yeah, you are literally stepping into the ghost space in order to step
But
forward,
the,
and
the hilt is coming towards you the next turn, but you would have no way of
But I
knowing
don't know that.
Right?
so
But I don't know that.
So as you reach out to grab the hilt, a horrifying vision of the ghost's face appears, and he's gonna get this horrifying visage attack in, and then we're going to deal with whether or not you grab the hilt.
Sure, okay.
I heard a cat meow.
It wasn't down here with the ghost.
Oh yeah.
Do any of you folks own a cat?
That's not
I
mine.
do, but it's not. It's at home, and I'm not there. Anyway, whose turn is it?
Tristan.
Well, I don't know. I think that I think the ghost was actually going to basically get an attack of opportunity because I was reaching through him to grab the thing.
No,
you enter
it's just its turn when
Okay.
when it gets to its turn, it's going to do the horrifying visage attack, and then we're going to deal with.
So
Caverna.
Okay, so we're taking things out of turn order. Cool.
No, it's okay. So you're entering its space, which technically shouldn't be able to happen with most creatures, but because ghosts are ethereal, I'm allowing you to step into its square. But because it was in the process of pulling back its hood, you're essentially going to get a face full of its horrifying visage as you enter its square. So rather than like doing an attack of opportunity or some kind of special thing like that, I'm going to rule that the ghost still gets its turn, and then we're going to finish the rest of your turn of trying to grab the hilt. So whatever happens,
Nope, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And then it's on to Tristan.
Yeah,
Who-
and I'm scratching my head.
You're
what
out
do
of
you
there
guys think
already,
of
aren't you?
I figured, yeah, I'm out of the room. I figured Anjuman's going to run up there like he always does, and Nicholas may be smart enough to get out. But now Elwyn, the new guy, he's also going in there. I'm like, I call out, "What are you guys doing? We need to leave. It's some spirit, some legends. I have nothing else I can do, so I'm going to end my turn there. That's all I do." Yeah, that's it.
Here comes the pain.
I live in a house of pain.
Why do
Okay.
you use such spoopy noises?
So wisdom save. I'll do one up front because I'm in the process of pressing my face into it. Right, DM?
Yeah, and even though it says all living creatures within 60 feet, you have to be able to see its face. So that would be Elwyn, Nicholas, and Einjamin. Everybody else is like not exactly.
Okay, so we need
Oh, Soggy, you
some
said
saves.
you were looking around the corner, right?
No, I was hiding behind the corner.
Okay, so you're like hiding behind the corner and only occasionally peeking out. So we'll
God,
rule
Benjamin.
that you're not looking at the ghost.
Oh dear.
Oh,
Jeez,
Benjamin.
you are.
Now I guess you're my older brother now.
Oh, wow.
Oh no, the goodbye your youth.
That was actually a low roll too. So
I feel this is going to be an interesting thing here.
Where do I look for this?
On
Alright, here we
the
are.
character
I see it.
sheet, yeah. So I don't know why I got 2.
yeah, that was weird.
I just pressed the save button, so I'm not even sure why it would come up with 2.
Yeah, I don't know.
I wonder if I saved.
I'll take the higher one though.
Yeah, I bet. Let me just quick make sure that your settings are correct.
If Elwyn were to age by 20 years, I don't think it really mattered anyway. I was saying if you were to like have a lower, because it's like elves are like long lived, so.
Yeah, so it still got prompt for advantage, disadvantage, so that was weird. Especially
sure.
because it doesn't have. Huh. Yeah, I'll have to take a look at your sheet later. Okay, so Einjamin and Nicholas, you both fail your saves and do so by more than 5. So if the save fails by 5 or more, the target also ages 20 years. Nicholas and Einjamin, both young men, all of a sudden have aged into middle-aged men, basically.
That's unfortunate.
Awesome.
Now that
there goes your pioneers.
Awesome.
It's worse than
really
death.
reminded
I'm
of-
middle-aged.
the Sponge.
Oh man.
Really great.
Oh, and you're also frightened, of course.
I mean, I'd be frightened if I was. But
And because you're frightened, Nicholas, the wrap up of you trying to grab the hilt is you do not grab the hilt because you have now magically aged 2 decades and are scared.
Sounds legit.
Einjamin, you idiots, get out here. I just had to do it. I'm sorry.
You're fine.
Oh,
You're getting your brother killed.
Now, do I have a clear view to that hilt?
Definitely not clear with Einjamin, Nicholas, and the ghost in the way.
Would it be clear enough to take a shot with an arrow at the hilt?
No, because it's in the
Okay.
coffin with the body and all that.
Okay.
Like, just no. Yeah.
All right.
I would allow it,
Mm.
but you would basically need to nat 20 it. So if you,
fortune
Right.
favors the bold.
So I'll just
yeah,
move up a little bit closer then at the moment.
I mean, you can rush up there and try to do something.
I guess I'll just try to rush up there and try to grab the hilt myself. I guess, or at least like maybe get to like right there. at
Now,
the most.
I'm a paladin, which also doubles as full in some cultures. So don't take my example.
Don't take your example. Well, I'm a pretty young elf. I don't typically. No one ever said I had to be a wise elf. Hmm.
So now you're behind Nicholas, who's right on top of the coffin, and his hand was reaching for the hilt before the ghost's horrifying visage frightened him.
All right.
But you're an elf. You're like, what are you guys scared of? It's just a ghost. It's barely even really there.
Hardly even there. It's
And
fine.
Does he also notice the whole like getting?
Oh, it's visibly noticeable. Yes.
Just gonna
They
sort of look over at.
they
like,
have a couple of
Benjamin, like,
gray hairs now. Well, Nicholas for sure has like that nice salt and peppery start of the sides going there. Yeah.
They probably got like a few wrinkles on their face too from just that rapid aging.
Cheating hairline.
Yeah, because you guys are going to age appropriately for like medieval times, so now that you're in your early 40s, it's definitely caught up with you.
well, in medieval age, that would be like,
Yeah, that's like your
you
wise.
should be dead time.
Yeah, yeah.
You don't survive to 40 years.
Of course,
All right.
magic might have like helped with the whole situation of like catching up
Oh,
with
no.
like.
Yeah. Nicholas will be
Maybe.
fine if he levels up as a paladin. He'll just be immortal.
Are there
Sounds like it.
potions or something you can use to reverse your like age like that?
That's like a DM thing.
Oh, okay.
All right. I'm just gonna try by this point to get the ghost to focus on me instead. Now. Like,
What do you do to do? Do you like shout at it or something?
yeah, I'm gonna
Insult his
shout at it.
heritage. Yeah. Well, do it.
He does alligator arms and says, "I'm Pac-Man, look out."
What's Pac-Man?
Exactly. What's Pac-Man?
Oh, that's the gator
Pac-Man,
chomp.
the god of Eden.
Oh,
So what do you do? What do you do? You're about to din.
He's done.
I'm gonna just like straight up yell at it, saying, "Why don't you Why don't you mess with me instead? Someone who's immortal." Basically.
Whoa, you're revealing your character
What?
right now.
Oh, jeez.
You're revealing your
Well,
character.
you guys are frightened. I figured it'd be all right.
We could think he's bluffing. Who knows?
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
it's a bluff.
but let's be clear that frightened isn't like, unconscious or out of your mind. You're just scared of something, but
Yeah.
you can still be like, "What the fuck did he just say?"
It's so ridiculous we don't know. But go ahead,
Yeah.
go.
Like they could be thinking I'm frightened myself, just trying to push past it.
Yeah. The boy's got fright delirium.
All right.
Oh, man.
Well, the mage hand picks up the hilt.
Ah, okay. The mage hand wraps itself around the hilt of the sword that is resting on the body of this warrior. However, I don't want to reveal too much, but let's just say that you and I both know that these powers are not because you studied like as a bard.
Right.
And so the source is not what we would define as holy. Yes?
Well, that's up to you.
I'm asking you. Are you in agreement that your powers are not exactly like they don't make you evil, but they're not exactly coming from a good place?
That is entirely up to you. They are not coming from a good place. That's true, but I don't. At this point, if you're going on whether or not my alignment is.
Nope,
a factor,
not your alignment. Nope, just the source of the power. So I think we're in agreement.
Does the spell work?
The spell works.
All right. Does it pick up the hilt?
It picks up the hilt.
All right. Then the hilt moves into Nicholas's outstretched hand, and I run. And my turn is done.
The ghost swings at you as you run away.
So, do I see the guy running away with the hilt?
That does not beat my AC.
And it's a good thing. The guy does not have the hilt. He moved the hilt into his brother's hand using a spectral mage hand, and now he's running away.
I'll be back in 2 moments. I gotta see about my dog.
I'm in such an unfortunate angle because from my angle, I cannot see the mage end or anything of that happening. All I saw was Einjamin running away.
It is somehow fitting.
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh, you think being frightened and aging 20 years would?
But narratively, like exactly that, it's exactly this angle. I could not see any of the magic you did.
Well, good.
At least that much. Yeah.
At least part
So
of my
you know that much. It's being aged up isn't the worst thing to happen.
I'm done. Whoever's next.
Yep, Soggy.
Of course. I'm going to I'm going to try to do Mind Sliver on the ghost.
Okay, so you're going to have to step around the corner, of course.
So is the ghost gonna make a save?
We're about to see. It is not.
Ooh.
So, what's the reaction from the ghost?
So, as you summon forth your eldritch power and launch a bolt of psychic energy at the ghost, it hits the ghost, dealing 4 psychic damage to it, and you can see the ghost's eyes light up with a white hot vengeance. You can tell that it has sensed the source of the magical powers being wielded against it from Einjamin's mage hand, which he was unhappy about, to now the unholy abomination of your eldritch blast hitting him. Or not the eldritch blast, but the psychic mind sliver, which is still using the eldritch power because you're a warlock. So
It's more of like a, it is an eldritch power,
right.
but of a natural source.
Right, well, but you're a warlock, so all of your powers are warlock, and
I know.
and therefore you are the bane.
Gonna run away.
You are the bane of Arcadius's existence. He wants you dead. Like, pretty much he will pursue you now as much as he can. Normally I wouldn't make that obvious, but because this is a ghost that we're dealing with here, and you guys have all correctly deduced that that's not good.
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you know like where you're at in the battle with him, step by step.
Do you think this ghost would follow us all the way to the exit?
You better hope that's all he'll follow you towards.
Okay, I see what you
You're gonna
mean.
be running for a while.
Okay, then I shouldn't be stealthing now. I should probably dash. Alright, I dash away.
That's some pretty
Sorry, I'm not-
optimistic boundary lines you're drawing there.
Oh, I thought it was every square, right? It's like every square is 5.
No, I'm talking about saying the ghost can only chase you to the exit.
Oh yeah.
It's like some arbitrary movie crap right there. That ain't nothing to.
You're like, I seem to recall hearing some myth that they can only chase you to the exit.
I hope the myth's true though.
But just to be safe, maybe don't stop just outside the door.
I got you.
Alrighty. Sorry, I just blanked out.
That happens when a ghost reveals its
I know,
horrifying
right?
visage to you.
So I got a stick in my hand now, right?
You have a stick in your hand, and oh my god, now that you have a stick in your hand, I can actually add that to your sheet. Because you are indeed a paladin.
In hand.
You are indeed a paladin, and you are indeed worthy to wield said weapon. It's not Mjolnir.
I knew that, yeah, for sure.
Oh, it says you're an NPC. What? That's
Hello,
weird.
NPC. You've been traveling with us all this time.
It was just I was just at which sheet I was looking at. Player sheet versus NPC sheet.
Yes.
To get to my saves, I wasn't looking at the NPC sheet.
Yes, there we go. Okay, so player sheet and now weapons. I was like, what is going on here? That's crazy. So this is a special sword, and it is a magical sword, and it is a version. It's my version of the Sunblade. So if you are familiar with the Sunblade at all, what the Sunblade is a hold on, I'm pulling up the exact description just to be able to tell you. It is
Well,
a
it appears to be a longsword hilt, but while grasping the hilt, I can use a bonus. Is this the? I found it on D20. Oh no, roll 20.
yeah. Yes. So and you can make the blade appear or disappear. It is a magic longsword that has finesse. Blah 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 blah.
Right.
Except for this is not a magical longsword that has finesse. No. What this is any blade from a dagger to a greatsword. So you choose
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
how you want it to be. I'll set up a couple of the most commonly used ones, but for
Sure.
right now, all I want to know is what is the default setting. What
Longsword.
longsword? Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I'm gonna say, Lords of Light! Oh! And I'm gonna call Ukla the Mock.
Oh, of the power!
That's a deep cut, Scott. I think you and I might be the only ones who get that one.
That's all good, man. Lords of Light! Did I lose anything?
Hmm?
I was waiting for the DM.
I think he's adding stuff on your page right now.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
just
yeah.
I'm just making sure that I have everything set up correctly here.
Okay. Well, it's my turn now. I'm leaving because that's a smart thing to do, I think.
Yes, sir.
And I'll just use a dash action then, I guess. So I move 60 feet.
I'm gonna have to figure out how to set up the
Okay.
macro to do the extra radiant
do that
damage
later.
for the
Yeah,
for the
we'll
undead.
just roll it up manual for now. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, you don't have to do it right now. I don't think we're fighting anything. Or want to.
If
Well,
I
you're
get to,
you're
if I get
fighting
to,
a
if I get to
ghost.
do anything, I'll just roll manually, right? I'll just go to the dice and I'll just roll up a d8 and then whatever, right? So
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Yeah,
for
we don't
now.
have to do it now. Let's just not block it down.
Right, it'll be fine for now.
Now it's Ghost's turn.
Okay. I'm almost
but
done.
now he loves me.
No. I'm almost done though.
Well, he showed his worthiness. So
That looked pretty worthy to me.
He would be cool about it, except for now he's been attacked with like warlock powers and all of that, so like he's no longer happy.
In Sophie's defense, he looked like he was gonna kill the others.
Oh, it's okay. You definitely didn't do anything wrong. It's just, now the ghost is pissed.
He's not a bro anymore.
Did I lose everybody?
Nope. All right.
No,
So
we're still
forgive.
here. We're
So
still
forgive
waiting.
the fact that I'm not gonna fill out the macro title completely. Arcadius's blade is now new ability 0 under your token abilities. So there you go. You now wield the blade of Arcadius, and he is
Okay.
pissed. He is super pissed. He flies right through all of you guys in order to go and attack Soggy, and when he can't quite reach him, he lashes out at Einjamin in anger.
Well, of course.
That's the natural reaction.
What the hell is up with this ghost?
That does hit my AC.
Yeah, it does. 16
Oh, no.
necrotic damage. You feel the icy cold hand of the ghost as it. Well, actually, yeah, he's wielding the ghostly blade of Arcadius, so you feel the icy cold blade of the ghostly blade of Arcadius instead of dealing radiant damage as the real blade of Arcadius does. Because he is a ghost, it is dealing necrotic damage to you as it cuts into your skin.
Are you sure as soon as I was not worthy that he instantly lost that even in ghostly form and all he has is his little scrabbly ghostly fingertips?
You know, I think I do like that better. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he was
He's even
supposed to
more
have.
angry now, I bet.
Yeah, he was supposed to have the ghostly sword of Arcadius, but you're right. Once you grabbed the real one, I think it disappeared from his ghostly hand, and now all he has is his armor and shield. Yes.
But
Good
it's
call.
still an attack. It's still
Good
just the
good
same
call.
thing.
Yeah,
right?
same thing. Same thing.
Yeah,
But
that's what I thought.
good call. It's a little more cinematic like that. I like that.
Oh boy.
Wait, but in that regards, if you're like destroyed a body, wouldn't this whole ghostly thing, like there ghostly
This
like
isn't
apparitions-
supernatural. This isn't supernatural. No.
Oh, okay.
Not how it works.
Oh.
Unfortunately.
Baru?
Well, now hold on. We don't know exactly what happens if you mess with the body. Let's not jump to conclusions.
Oh.
I'm not saying it works like that. I'm just saying don't assume that the ghost can't chase you past the door,
Yeah, I understand.
and don't assume that
Yeah.
that you
Don't
don't.
make any
use meta.
assumptions.
Don't use the
That's
meta.
all he's saying.
They'll use the meta. Yep.
All right. Well, upon seeing the ghost just run clear that direction.
Where we at with that
Figuring that out.
purple dragon?
I'm just
He's
gonna.
more of an orangey, dark orange. Did you hear me?
Yes.
Orangey dark.
Orange.
Oranges.
So, upon seeing the ghost just go clear straight through me, and figuring nothing of my stuff's going to work on a ghost, I'm just gonna yell out to Soggy for him to run, and then try and see about maybe try and see if one of my scimitars can do anything to the body.
What about Tom? You're like, whatever, Tom, do you?
Well, he's
pretty
already
far
clear
away. I'm
gone.
pretty
I think
far
he's
away.
already clear- I think he's already clear gone, man. I
Yeah.
saw him be one of the first ones to take off.
Yeah, that's true. You've known Tom long enough to know you don't
Yeah,
gotta tell
The
him.
money. I know. We already got some treasure. We might as well go.
He's like, what the
He's good.
fuck,
He's like-
ghosts? I'm done. I'm out.
Just, I'm out of here. So yeah. Alright, so I'm just gonna swing one of my scimitars straight at the body, see if that might do anything.
Okay.
So do it.
Does he just click on his failure sheet then instead of targeting something? What does he
Uh,
have to do?
yeah. So you don't have to attack. Like you're attacking the body. Cool.
Well, he still has to hit. still have to
There's no missing the. What is it gonna do? Dodge?
No, it's I thought it was like anything that you hit, it's a base of AC 10 if it's inanimate.
Yeah, but I mean that's if you're like trying to hit it like in the midst of combat or with a ranged weapon or something. You're standing next to it with a sword. There's like it's putting a gimme, you know, like yeah.
I don't know. I'm just
Very
seeing
true.
what your ruling is.
My ruling is always that if it adds to the story, then we're gonna roll the dice. If there's something to be had for like the chance of failure or critical success or anything like that, then I'm all for rolling the dice and taking the time to do that. But when we're talking about I would like to attack this inanimate object next to me with my melee weapon, if there's nothing cinematic to be had, if it's not like, okay, but you're already being attacked by like arrows, so as you dodge the arrows, you try to swing at that, go ahead and roll. Like there's nothing going on that's forcing him to focus on anything but swinging at the body. I don't see any benefit to there being a chance of him failing. So
Okay. Then what happens? I guess.
he hits the armor, and it's very old, and like I said, the hilt of the sword was beautifully preserved, but the armor is a little dingy. The cloak has moldered away. The silk and satin that he was laid to rest on is still in decent condition, but not like magically so. It was just really finely made. And as you strike the armor, you basically break it.
All right then.
So yeah, you strike that armor, but good. But in the other room, Einjamin, you see the ghost of Arcadius. We can drop the pretense now. That is indeed who this is. He turns, and you can hear him kind of like screech in his ghostly voice, and you can tell he did not appreciate that. You don't know if it hurt him or anything like that, but he was like, "What the hell? Who is desecrating my body?"
All right.
This should be fun.
I believe I have already used a second wind. Have I? I don't know.
No.
If I have, will it work? I haven't. Well, all right. I will definitely use that.
It says it set it to 0, right?
Setting it, yes, set to 0, and I healed
Yeah.
10 points. Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
All right. I raise my shield and my short sword, and I take the dodge action.
Yeah. Okay. That's probably best. Or disengaging and running, but
Soggy
I'm not going to run with my brother stuck back there.
Soggy is going to do another. Is going to do a. Is that going to do?
that hits the ghost with a blast of eldritch power, beam of crackling energy. And as it does so, now he refocuses back on you and says, "Evil one, you must be destroyed."
I am not evil. I am not evil. Runs away to like the next corner.
Tom just keeps running. He doesn't look back. He doesn't look back.
He's like he's getting the heck out of Dodge, man.
Yeah, first one out.
Yep. Yep. So
Alright, I can't really read the squares. Zoom in more.
you can just use the arrow keys to move one square at a time. Remember to double the number of squares.
Okay, 1. There, 10. And I had my turn.
Yeah. Excellent.
Alrighty, let's do this thing.
Kick his ass,
Gonna-
Sebastian.
Gonna run after Ghosty here. So square, square. That's one move. Square, square's 2 moves. Change my little direction. Square, square's 3. And square, square.
Ah, and he's flanked.
Indeed. So at this point, I'm going to naturally just completely innately sense the complete magical power of the not quite a sunblade that I've got. Right?
Well, it's more than a sunblade. It's
The not quite a sunblade, but more than a sunblade. The kind
Right.
of thing that I'm going to activate it. Whatever. It looks like a longsword. You said, right?
Oh
So
yeah,
I've got
yeah.
this,
As soon as you had it in your hands,
Right.
the blade instantly conformed to your
Right.
spirit. Told it exactly what form to take.
Awesome. So I'm going to do whatever it is it'll do. So first thing I assume I need to do is I'm just going to do my regular longsword, just because there's a macro set up for that.
No. You
Is
do
it-
you do the new ability. So click off of your token and back
Okay.
onto your token, and there should be a macro called new ability.
I see it, yeah, okay.
That is your blade.
Okay, so whack and advantage for flanking and submit.
Oh, boo, I had the wrong sound. I'll get the right sound set up.
Did
I didn't hear anything, so it's good. I didn't hear a sound.
I didn't
Okay.
hear anything either.
And
Okay.
so the ghost takes 11 radiant damage, but then also because this is a undead, roll
Yeah,
one
even
extra
more.
d8. Yep.
Okay. D8.
So he takes 16 radiant damage.
Okay, now I did a move and I did an attack. As a second level paladin, do I have any sort of bonus moves? Do I have any bonus attacks? Anything
No,
I can
you
do
don't
to-
have action surge like the fighters.
All right. But I guess that's it, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, Tristan has
Tristan's getting-
basically figured out what's happening now. They're actually fighting it. He completely thinks it's a bad idea. I don't think he even knows that they have the power to do it now with the sword. But they're still back there. He's waited long enough. With this ledge that I'm moving to, can I just get on top of it, or do I have to do an action or an acrobatics check or something to get on top?
If you're trying to like climb or jump, then you
Yeah, just jump on top or something. To just get up it instead of taking the stairs.
Yep, either one.
Okay.
Oh, and you know what? I better make sure that the ghost isn't vulnerable to radiant. Oh, okay, no.
So that's a 14.
Yep, that's enough. It was just a 10.
Sure. And then I'll finish off the rest of my movement. Yep, that should be it. And now I see... God, they look old. But Nicholas has a flaming sword, so it makes it okay.
Yeah, he looks like an old badass.
I don't have any more movements.
Like a veteran.
Yes, sir.
Although I do have one last. No, I shouldn't throw it. Not here. Not when he can get hit him. I'll end my turn here.
Excellent. And the ghost, man,
He's got
like he
so many
wants to,
people.
yeah, he wants to like kill all of you. Let's see.
It's like a buffet over here.
Yeah.
First-
Like Nicholas has his sword, but oh wait, Nicholas has his sword. Nicholas used his sword. Nicholas has proved his worth.
What? Oh,
So that was not exactly the path that was expected, but
Dungeons and Dragons, people.
yeah.
It's usually a clusterfuck.
So now that you have wielded the blade and proved your worth as a follower of Torm and a man of lawful nobility, and Arcadius's spirit, suddenly the horrible visage of his face fades and you can see him become the noble warrior he was in life once again. And
Racist.
and instead of like flying at you and attacking, he kind of floats down to the ground and hovers just above the ground, and in a booming voice he says, "Noble warrior, your valor has been proven. Leave this place, but beware, your companions have the taint of evil upon them."
I do what he says.
Oh no.
And
I
then
mumbled to myself. Oh,
with that,
I don't know
with
if I'm
that,
waiting for my
he
turn or
just
what though.
with that he just discorporates and is gone.
I drop my shield and my sword and sort of sink down to the floor, just breathing heavily. We should take an opportunity to describe what we look like to each other.
Oh, and it's back. Is it back?
oh.
Oh, now it's gone.
No, he just wanted to get out of the turn order before it messed up anything.
So what do Einjamin and Nicholas look like now?
The Einjamin, still miraculously, looks pretty young. Something strange has happened. He's one of these people that just doesn't seem to age in the same way that other people do. His hair, though, has gone jet white. Or jet white. Jet white is not a color. Has
No,
gone
it's not.
Stark white.
Snow White.
Yes, it's gone snow white. It looks like sort of almost luminescent. And his eyes are very sunken in. His cheeks have also gone very gaunt. His features have sharpened in some way. He looks crueler.
Oh,
Did you say cooler or crueler?
Crueler, as in not nice. He looks crueler.
How do you look crueler?
Well, it's just a description.
His
If you look at
his
somebody
eyebrows
and
got
say-
bushy.
He got bushy and he's furry now. Is like
Yeah, like the way you hold your face, like how they describe someone as having resting bitch face, like you
Exactly.
he now just looks like he's glaring at everything more.
And he still looks very handsome and very, in that sort of. You can't really call him youthful looking anymore, but there's something, it looks like, oh gosh, maybe if he just sort of take some Valium, couple of yoga classes, everything would be better. But And he wears the traditional armor and cloak of the Academy of Caldornia. And he has a shield and a short sword. How did the aging affect you, brother?
I'm
some
certainly the
beer.
most out of shape that I've ever been. No, I'm gonna go with what scruff I had is now bone white. I think that's the word you were looking for, brother.
That is the word I was looking for. Thank you. Good for you.
The scruff in the beard that I had, it hasn't grown anymore, but it's bone white. And while I don't have stark white hair like you all the way, I've got a giant kind of the skunk streak a little off to the side. And I just look kind of older in general. Got salt and pepper all over, but the big streak, the big white skunk streak in my hair, whitish beard.
Oh, and I forgot to say, Benjamin is tall. He's over 6 foot.
Okay. And I look. How do I say this? I look. Let me just throw something in there into the Discord chat.
It's Sean Connery.
No.
He's gotta start doing that from now on.
No.
Creepy
I
pedophile
didn't age
singer?
well. Yeah,
It's Will Ferrell as Sean Connery.
Oh gosh.
I didn't do well.
That's not good.
It's Jack Black playing Will Ferrell as Sean Connery.
Sounds legit.
No, actually, just playing around. I actually have a good shot of what I would look like. Minus the sunglasses. Okay. Oh man, come on. Flipping links. Oh, the link is too long. Bah, bah, bah.
Yeah, we need to leave. It's ghosts, really?
How do you look?
Me myself?
Yeah, I know.
I didn't age. I still look the same.
I think it still tracks. I don't think you ever described yourself to the newcomers.
I thought I did. Oh, if not, then well, what they see is much like basically the same armor as Einjmin leathers and metal, with a cape, not small, but only up to more of a mantle than a cape, with the insignia of the Caledonian Academy and the city. He has brown hair, hazel eyes, with also very sharp features as well. He, like I said before, looks human. But aside, when you look at him, if you thought he grew out his hair a bit more, and from a certain angle, kind of looks like almost like a woman. He looks nice, but he has a terrible personality. If you haven't figured that out already, that's really it. It's the resting bitch face kind of thing. That's right there. All right.
Aren't you friendly?
Yep.
That's a great picture, Scott. That's perfect. Minus the sunglasses.
Yeah, minus the sunglasses. I'm searching here.
Nah. What the hell happened, Nicholas? What was that? What did it leave?
You look. Oh.
The ghost revealed its face to us, and its necrotic power aged us all.
My brother was proven worthy, but it exacted a bit of a toll.
Is there any kind of checks we could do to know how to fix this? Medicine? No. Religion? No. Maybe?
Well,
I'll do a medicine check.
Why doesn't Nicholas do a religion check in order to see what he would know about, this through his teachings and studies?
I will do that as soon as I get my character sheet up and do skills, religion, boom.
So
Nice.
you would know that the effect would be permanent typically, but there is a chance that because this was a holy ghost who was protecting a holy artifact, and you have proven worthy, that if you were to use your lay on hands to cure disease on yourself and your brother, using all 10 of your available points for today, 5 on you, 5 on your brother, that it might reverse the effects, if that's what you so desire.
Oh, for sure. Let's do that.
Oh, we just had a great description.
Well,
So that's in the future.
it's still, keep it in mind.
All right.
Something you notice, even you, Benjamin, that when you saw, like when you were, just terrible.
So, laying his hands upon his brother, Nicholas says a prayer to Torm, letting him know that although his brother has not yet seen the way and the truth, that together they walk in his service, and having, been blessed to receive this holy artifact that you shall wield in his name, you ask that he heals the damage that his warrior has wrought upon you and your brother. And as you do so, you can feel the divine energy coursing through your hands as it flows through you and into your brother, creating like a feedback loop as it erases all of
Brownie,
the
no.
aging damage, slowly morphing your faces and hair back to your previous youthful appearance.
Well, I have
Sweet.
to say, you looked very distinguished there for a brief moment, brother.
Say, DM, when are we
Thank you.
gonna introduce my page?
Well, I mean, I
This might not be
don't
the best
have
time.
I don't have an exact schedule, if that's what you're asking.
Yeah, but
Would you like an
imagine later
update
on-
on their itinerary, or
when we'll probably encounter him in a place of pure nature.
yeah, this is not it.
Well, in the
Yeah.
meantime, should I think it's time to get out of here.
Well, we still got that other path to
Yeah, there's still one more
check, I do
room.
believe.
Probably nothing.
Well, that's true. But
Wouldn't hurt to give it a quick
do you
check
think
over.
this was the evil that we sensed down here? Do you think? Is it gone now?
Well, I'm exhausted and I can't
You
can't
you have
sense
uses
anything now.
you have uses of divine sense left.
Oh, do I still?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
JK.
Okay. Do. Well, hold on. I can do the macro right. Yeah.
I'm exhausted and I can't sense anything. Oh, come on. Okay, fine.
But see, it just well, I did it.
Yep, and you still have one more use left.
Okay, but what's the result?
the result is that the evil, although weakened, is still emanating from the other room.
Oh,
Oh joy.
The vampire spawn.
oh,
You're-
the
you're-
vampire. Oh yeah.
You're still sensing unlife.
What do you sense, brother?
Oh, brother. I think the demon that tried to take you is still there.
Well, I didn't really get a chance to finish the job.
Can I do a religion check to see if I know how to finish off a vampire type thing?
Yeah.
Whee! Survey
Nice
says.
rolling.
So you know that the lore teaches that a vampire can be killed by being staked through the heart with a weapon that has been blessed, and also by being completely drowned in holy water, or
Running water.
or it has to be holy water. Or yes, I know that it is running water in 5th edition, but in this world it has to be holy water. Just regular water isn't going to do it. But if it's holy water, it will. So all you got to do is turn it into holy water. Anyway, and then the last way is to decapitate them with a silver sword, or possibly the Sunblade might work.
Okay.
Like, hint.
Oh no, I'm taking that one. Don't worry.
I'm glad you did that divine sense. That would have sucked.
There just would have been a vampire spawn who now hates you on the loose. Like,
Yeah.
Oh.
That would have made for an
Um,
interesting later on
yes.
plot.
I suspect, brother, that this weapon may be able to help us end this evil.
Well, what are you waiting for?
that's
I
you.
just-
That's you just now.
That's not very paladin like.
You've changed, brother. You've changed.
Well, the
Torm-
rabbit aged with the age.
Yeah,
I'm
Torm
too
took
old to
the
put up with
D8.
your garbage anymore.
Torm took the
Tristan is rubbing
de-aging
off on
too
you.
far.
Tristan, yeah, you went too young. You're now like 12.
Well,
Get Arcadius's
suppose,
spirit
brothers.
back.
perhaps we should go and see what
already
we can
there.
do with this thing.
I'm already there.
And I trudge off. Following
I'm gonna.
Wait, does it have to be the vampire?
Doggy's
It can be a
gonna-
cop.
Pardon?
Foggy's
We didn't
gonna
open all the
kinda,
coffins
like,
yet,
check
right?
the other passageway.
Oh, no, it is a lot. Oh, shit.
While
Yeah, so even though it appeared dead, you can see now that like it's not it's not gone. It had evaporated, but it respawned, and the body is now back in the coffin.
Oh,
that tracks. Well, I approach it very carefully.
I'm in the other passageway.
oh,
DM.
Yeah,
You cut off there. Say again.
yeah.
You're in the other passageway, and what, Sluggy?
He's checking out another room over there. You find 3 chests covered in bat guano.
Sounds legit.
Kind of like.
It's guano, and it's ours. It's all ours.
I don't know about that.
And can I make a perception check to see if there's anything?
Well, if you go up to the chests and open them, you find that they are filled with all manner of coins, gems,
Oh.
trinkets of
And
all
at the
kind.
top of his voice, he yells, "Shinies! So many shinies!" You can't start stuffing his.
You guys can
cut
hear
off
the
again.
the kobold screaming echoing through the chambers.
As I hear the kobold screaming echoing through the chambers, I ignore it, assuming that he's just, being attacked by some other
Insane.
thing. And I'm going to move forward to the vampire spawn with the Arcadius blade out, and just going to make an attack and just go ahead and try to chop the thing's head off.
Yeah, so once again we're talking about basically an inanimate object, and it's more cinematic in my mind to describe it thusly.
Good for me.
Nicholas steps forward and saying a prayer to Torm to bless his hand as he strikes this unholy abomination from the planet. He raises the hilt of Arcadius's blade, and a shining, radiant beam of light springs forth from the blade. He says, "With this blade, I end you," and swings it down at the vampire spawn's neck. He strikes it, severing it clean off. The vampire's head screams, its eyes open, and it screams as its head comes clean from its body, and all of a sudden flames begin to overtake it once again, but you can tell that this time it's permanent.
I'm lucky you're my brother.
Are we done? Can we leave this goddamn place?
I'm going to check on Soggy.
Oh yeah. Shouldn't we
I'm gonna-
check if these coffins are even empty? Because there's 500 coffins.
They are not empty.
Uh-oh.
Let's kick them open.
Yeah. Kill them in their sleep.
Inside you find skeletons.
Yeah. Okay.
Is
I
there
touch
anything
touch
remaining
it.
of?
Who's there? A skeleton.
Okay. Is there anything remaining of the vampire? Was there anything in the coffin with it?
Yeah, so in its coffin, you find a ring that bears the markings of a strange, unknown noble family not from this area. This was not someone from Arcadius's bloodline that was buried here as one of the ancestors of Lord Gerhardt. This is someone else who was brought here and sealed up in this crypt.
Can I have a look at the noble sigil?
Yes.
Can I roll a history or?
Yes.
Are you there?
Yes, you can roll history.
Yes.
Yes, yes, good. All right.
Yeah. So, you don't know. It's not anything you recognize.
Yep.
And this vampire was an elf before, right? Or was it just a?
Nope. It was unknown humanoid. It had a starved face, so you couldn't really like tell. Like it looked monstrous.
Okay. And are we able to find what else is in the other coffin? Could it like detail, or do I have to do a perception check?
Hey,
Well, are you digging through the other coffins?
Yeah, I just want to check out what's in.
Okay, so you find a couple of pieces of jewelry and um, a very badly um, tarnished, but still in good condition silver sword.
Cool. But there's nothing that can help identify the noble house, right? Because it could be, relative to that
Oh
specific
yeah,
vampire.
yeah. No, it's the jewelry that you find, uh, all has the symbol of Lord Gerhardt's house, the noble house of Arcadius.
Oh, okay.
But not the vampire spawn. The ring that you found in its coffin was not of that house.
Okay.
So yes, Soggy is very interested to know exactly how much you guys found there.
So, Saki, what all did you find?
and Soggy already kind of like collected a whole lot of gold in those chests.
Sagi, I hate to tell you this, but we gotta share with the others.
Oh, okay. He kind of like
There's so
he
much.
understands that he needs to share. He's already shared before with his clan before
Mhm.
they abandoned him, so he knows.
There's so much in all three of the chests that like there's no way any one person could carry all of it. Like
So I kind of carry it back to where the group is of Elwyn.
Yeah, I'm going to boisterously announce, everyone, this evil, the evil above us that lives in this mansion, they may know this has happened. We need to get out of here immediately.
You're right. Let's head out, guys.
That's
What he said.
yeah. You have no idea what.
Yeah, let's get out of here before we get attacked.
But Einstein or Nicholas, what if this thing, whoever this noble family, maybe could they have taken over who they were before?
I'm afraid that we're in no condition to fight anything that could be aligned with this demon that I've just slain.
Right.
If we are set upon now, if this was just the servant and the master comes, it will be the end of us.
Okay. And as Tristan comes to the statue room, do we see Sagi and all the gold, and he's just dragging out?
yeah. So Soggy has filled his backpack. He's taken out all of the rations and anything else that was in there, and he's just filled it completely with as much gold and gems and everything as he can, and he's dragging it along heavily encumbered behind him.
Little creature, let me help you with that. And
Yes,
this may help. And I pull out a burlap sack.
There's still more gold in here. I call out from.
I kind of I'm kind of helping pour it out near the statue for everyone, so we can.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say helping out.
Yeah, I help.
I do actually have a sack. I don't know how much we can fill it with.
Well,
before it
yes.
becomes...
You certainly don't have a purse anymore, but let's get out of here.
So if you have a sack, you can get the rest of the gold in there, but
yes, I do. It's number 19 on my inventory.
It is
one sack.
It is very heavy. we are talking about like probably 50 pounds.
Oh, that's not,
Oh, that's money.
That's like a child. We're good here.
yeah, a really really fat baby.
All right. Yeah. So,
Like I think the baby might be dead. It's so fat, but it's still fat baby.
with everyone helping and with the sack to make it less unwieldy, what all are we able to carry with us out of the crypt?
Well, all of the aforementioned items, and then.
Oh, and I, in point of order, I am not keeping track of what everything's been found. I can kind of remember.
I have it.
Oh, you've got it. All right.
I was gonna say it's written down.
Okay.
So it is 0.18. So it is 0.02 per. So that would be
Math.
I only have to do math once a year.
okay.
I thought roll 20 actually don't need to do it.
So it is Nicholas carrying it. So I will add the 2,500 gold pieces
Yes.
to your sheet.
Is it Nicholas not carrying it, or is it Benjamin? I'm the one with the sack.
Oh, I'm sorry, Einjamin.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Is it
how
a-
much?
Forgive me. I was trying to calculate everything and lost track of who was talking. There you go. 50 pounds worth of gold pieces.
Jesus.
Well, that's
All right. Anybody want to buy a tavern?
You are now heavily
we can
encumbered.
retire.
Maybe we can pay to have the one that we go to cleaned.
You are
How much?
also now heavily encumbered.
Very well.
Okay, are we able to make our way out of this place now?
Yeah, I want to get out. I'm scared.
We've been here too long. Let's leave this godforsaken place.
So where are you gonna go carrying the sack full of stolen gold?
It's not stolen. It's repurposed.
It's archaeologically renovated.
We are redistributing the wealth. And I look at Einjamin. This is for the people, like we said before, right? If we spend it, it goes back to the trickle down economy. That's how it happens.
This is Arcadius gold.
Yes.
Interesting way of thinking of things.
But yes.
Tristan.
Where should we be going? Do we go back to the inn? I don't know.
Well, we need a place to rest.
Actually, I don't think the inn should be a bad idea. Although the Lord knows we stay there.
Did creatures, Soggy, Tom?
Yes.
Those things.
Where do you stay? Do you have a dwelling?
Yeah,
A hole or something?
they've been
I just live on the shore.
they've been staying
Cave!
down at the slums. They have tenement housing that is rented out very, very cheaply, sometimes even for free. You can sleep in like the basement of the warehouses and everything. And so they've been living super cheap with the dredges of society because no respectable establishment would allow a kobold to be there.
Okay, this is what we do. Myself, Tristan, Einjamin, and Nicholas, we go to an inn. We will meet you three later. Okay? Bye.
Okay. Wait, you just gonna take the gold with you?
I don't turn back. I don't know. It's tough. Tristan, he doesn't like this. He doesn't want you guys with us, but you guys pulled your weight, so takes a look to Einjamin.
Well,
Do we
it
have to
occurs
work with them?
I did shoulder the same dangers that we did. I don't
But they're
have the
not
same.
human.
Well, one of them isn't.
I mean, I'm not human.
There's two. Oh, I thought he's just a really short person.
No, I'm a half.
I know,
well-
I know you are halfling, but my character.
Two of them. Aren't. But it's just an interesting point. This is really heavy, by the way.
I'll give you a hand.
Halflings
yeah.
are considered essentially humans in this world. Like it's yes, they are halflings
Yeah.
and they're their own thing, but like the way that humans look at them is like cousins. You know, like they're essentially
say that-
human.
They're handicapped.
Yeah. Would you say that the kobold would be like not even a citizen or even close, but
Yeah, it's a wild
but-
animal.
but
It's
the
a,
halfling would be at the worst a second class. But most people don't really care.
at the very very worst, it is a low cased, citizen. But like really, the way that it's seen is kind of like the way that the different nationalities are seen, in the real world, to where it's like, okay, you're not exactly like me, but we're all still the same thing.
I stopped for a second
Okay.
at the entrance to the crypt, and I think,
We do
based
have
on
pickles
how,
here.
based on how much luck we've had with gold in this city, I think it might be wise to distribute some of it now, so that at least some of it gets away. Because if we go into the inn with this, and it turns out that somebody objects to us taking it, they're going to want it back. I think we should dole out a bit of it now, with the understanding that people can get as much of it as they want, assuming it's still in our control. Maybe the best thing we should do is just everybody get as much as they can hold, and we should leave the rest in the middle of town.
Like, Soggy knows does Soggy know a cavern system nearby? Because that's what he finds coming.
Yeah, you know that there's all kinds of caves nearby.
Oh, we can chat it. Head our separate ways for a bit.
Well, I don't think this is over.
I don't either. I don't want to
No.
stay actually in the city itself. If we can go up to the caving system, caves.
So,
I don't
little
trust the board.
lizard, come over. Soggy, whatever your name
Yes?
is. You said you know a place where we could go, not in the city, that we'd be safe.
Yes. Sploosh Cave.
I think
The Sploosh Cave.
that sounds
It's
lovely.
his- It's a kind of like separated cave cavern that he kind of like has found to be very, very much like separated from the town, with a bit of like a near
Right,
underwater.
that sounds like our winner. All right, I open the sack and say, in case we get separated, everybody take as much as you want for now. We're all going to go to the caves, but there's no way to
We
know
just
what's
split
going to happen when we step out.
Yeah, so roughly 10 pounds each.
Wait, how much gold is it? I keep forgetting.
It was 50
20
pounds.
It's 2,500 gold pieces, he said.
So it's 500.
It's whatever it is divided by 6, yeah.
416.
All right then.
Off we go.
All right, so everybody's now holding 416 gold pieces plus whatever we found the other day. And now,
Did you guys just take the time to divvy that up in the crypt?
No, we just
I
kind of
guess.
grabbed it all out.
we're just on the outside.
It's not
I
going to
mean,
be exact. Somebody might have 400, somebody might
Okay.
have 500.
Yeah, we
Okay.
just split it
It's like this feels about right. Basically, we're dumping gold in our pouches of what we have, and like, oh, this feels about right, and that kind of thing.
Yep, gotcha.
But just for the speed of it, I don't want to,
I roll the sack back up and put it in my pack, and we leave. And we're heading to the cave system, the Sploosh Cave that Sagi has so eloquently described.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like I turned to Nicholas. I don't trust this town. Not after seeing this. I don't want to go back to the inn either. And if we can trust these things, I guess we're in this together for now.
Well, to be fair, he did actually try to attack the ghost, whereas you just ran.
I'm sorry. It was a ghost. Now I know it's a ghost, but it was a freaking thing that pushed me around like a little nothing. And if I got hit,
There's a reason the saying goes, like he saw a ghost, Benjamin. Let's just go.
Just saying, the next time we're attacked by something scary, maybe he might stick around a little bit.
Yeah,
you don't see it, but my face shows that I've been hurt so deep inside.
Okay, so forgive the fact that the map is not very big where the cave area is, but just know that like there's a whole network of caves, but you guys find yourselves here. Which, you know,
I don't really see
yeah,
where...
no, we'll get to don't worry, I'm pulling you up. First I gotta load the tokens, then I'll move the players to the new map.
You have to appreciate the irony, though. The moment we actually have gold to spend, there's nothing to spend it on.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, we were spending it like crazy in the first 3 sessions and all that. Now we have so much, and I don't want to go to town. I don't trust it. At least not at night, that's for sure.
Come on, Roll20. You can do it.
Also, as I walk by Soggy Point, this is Nicholas. I look at him and go, "You know, creature, there's an entire mansion with shinies. Perhaps we should visit it in the daytime."
Oh,
What?
I like shinies.
Did you say loud enough for all of us to hear it, or what?
No,
Okay, cool. That's interesting. Okay.
I'm preparing for.
We're thinking of a great
And
heist.
if this little dude's gonna be greedy, then he's coming for that.
I think you are trying to steer him to do evil for good, or something. I don't know.
Yeah, that's the point.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with just trying to get more gold.
No. The paladin's too pure for that.
Yeah, but I can recognize that other people are motivated by goodness.
Yes, exactly.
I'm paladin. It's not dummy.
Oh, people play it dumb.
Hey, I just reached through a ghost to grab a sword. Okay.
Well, as far as you know, the sword leapt into your hand.
You are when you're telling that story. Yeah, you seem like you're made for that sword. Yep.
Nice place, Soggy.
Soggy, your place is to the right side or the left?
Soggy can't remember.
I'm sorry. Just the Roll20 just started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't.
It's
see
actually
anything
better
either.
now. It's no problem. Oh, did you guys have a torch?
I had one, but it's the thing where it's not attached.
I can't
It's-
even see my.
But I'm getting
token at the
a
moment.
weight. Yeah, I was getting a weight. It's still refreshing for me.
Oh, it's this map is lagging my Roll20 out for a bit.
Yeah.
I guess
I'm gonna
I got
try to-
sick with all this.
I mean, there's a lot of people moving around, but I can hear my machine churning.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Do you have like a old desktop?
No, not at all.
Uh,
All I see is black.
Yeah, I can see a cave system is kind of rendering out slowly.
I'm already
But
exploring the
I
place.
can't actually see anything. I did have a torch in the
Now
last
I'm
part, but
starting to see.
it's kind of rendering out slowly. Yeah.
You can grab a
Um,
torch from the journal.
Well, I can't do anything yet.
Yeah, I'm not in yet.
Yeah, it's
I think
rendering,
I'm
but
the
it's
only one here.
taking
I'm the
its
one
time.
moving around.
I can see kind of a T junction. I'm in the middle of a T junction.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. But anytime I try to interact, it's taking a minute to load. No worries.
Oh yeah, just getting the torch. You guys put a torch down or something because it just lagged like crazy for me.
Not yet.
I think I did. But I
Oh
don't know.
no, it's really bad now.
What the hell?
Wow. It's this lighting system. I don't know.
We're having difficulty becoming accustomed to the cave that we find ourselves in.
Yep.
Only Soggy is comfortable.
Hold
We're
on.
very disoriented.
Yeah, it's really
I'm
bad
gonna
now.
I'm gonna take the dynamic lighting off.
The torch just made it crazy bad now. I can't even move.
So he kind of like leads them downwards, like to the south.
Isn't that where we came in, Suggy?
No, that's where we came in. That way.
Which way? Up?
I'm getting page unresponsive. You can wait for it to become
Yeah,
responsive
wait
or
for it.
exit.
Wait for it, Sean. Yeah.
Hold on one second. I'm setting the page to not have the dynamic lighting on. So
Anyway, everybody have a good week.
Yes, sir.
I have a lot of still have some work to do for my my classes.
Well, where are you going to college?
SCAD, Savannah College of
Oh.
Art and
Awesome.
Neat.
You're just down the road.
Okay.
Oh wow. Really low.
Yeah, I've actually got it's about 10:30 here on the East Coast.
Yes.
I've got a phone call at
That-
2 a.m.
That's
This
fun.
is the
okay, should be a little better now.
It's a little better. I'm just gonna refresh now.
Did you get rid of the torch?
the place with the eagle.
It's
Okay, Soggy and Tom have gone off to the west corridor.
and I'm just falling in right behind them. Tristan is. Have Tom and Elwyn never been here either? Or is it just Soggy's place?
Soggy does not recognize this area. He knows like that there's caves around here and he's been all throughout them, but you know, we're dealing with a kobold that like has been to a lot of caves, and when you've been to a lot of caves, they all just kind of look the same.
So he's been here. He has a place to stay here, or
He's not sure. I mean, he keeps telling you, yeah, there's his place that he knows of to hide is up this way, you know, but like you can tell at a certain point that like he's kind of lost and not really sure where he is either.
Oh.
Okay, how about this? How did he travel? How did we as a group travel here? Did we walk
You
out
guys,
of the town?
you
into
guys
the place, or-
walked out of the crypt, through the graveyard, through the town square, and into the massive cave system that exists. The lakeside cliffs and all of that have caves that run through them, and then all underground throughout here. Some of them like connect with like the sewers and all of that. If you guys would have explored more of the sewers and hadn't taken such a direct route to the Odiug, there was a cave that meets up with the sewers over there. This is another part of the cave that you guys were going to end up exploring later on, but since you decided to come to the caves, I just plopped you in here for now, and it actually works out really well because all of the caves here are slightly flooded due to the high water table from the Great Lake being so nearby. So Soggy's description of the Sploosh Cave works really well, and this is where you guys find yourselves. You guys came in just entering through one of the many cave openings that exist around this area.
Okay. That being the case, we're in this room with a inscription on the floor, double-headed eagle.
Yes.
First off, do any of us recognize?
That is the
this-
symbol of Arcadius's line.
All right. Next, it looks like there's one way in and one way out. Right? And it looks like there's little crypts or coffins or sarcophagi or something. What is
Yes,
it we're seeing?
indeed. You are seeing what looks like a tomb of some kind. This was carved out and marked with the symbol of Arcadius's line, as some kind of like honored memorial or something.
Okay. Well, guys. Well, everyone. I think we should probably test out these little boxes before we get comfortable.
Well,
And
do
I
you
walk
have
straight
do
to
you
the
have
back of one.
Can you do your trick with Torm again?
Oh yeah, he has
What
one
else?
more.
Divine Sense, I got one more. And I hit it.
As soon as you activate your you didn't have your as set.
Oh, did I not?
yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
The reload did that.
Yep.
Alright.
As soon as you activate your sense, you get the overwhelming feeling of evil coming from all around you.
Ah,
Well, Nicholas, what is your Torm saying?
Well, everyone, don't put your weapons down.
oh, wonderful.
God damn it.
Aren't we all over encumbered? So shouldn't we drop?
No,
back?
we're not.
Oh, okay.
No, we're not. When one person was carrying everything, the one person was.
Okay.
You should see how much. Once you add in the number of gold pieces, then it will update your weight. God damn it! Did we at least get a chance to short rest while we were traveling?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, we
we're just
did?
gonna hit die.
Oh,
Yeah.
good. All right.
Oh,
Yeah.
hallelujah.
Thank-
Can take a
That's
short
something-
rest and spend any hit dice. That is a token action that you can take that'll tell you how many hit points you regain. So if you want to spend hit dice, if you want to, take a short rest and all of that, go for it.
So I'm back up to full. Now, is there a way did spending hit dice, does that reset the various abilities that we have that are reset after a short rest?
Yes.
All right, so I don't have to do anything?
No, I mean if there's anything that was used, that you get back after a short rest, you probably have to go and reset it manually. Yeah.
So what?
I'm just gonna double check.
I
Yeah.
actually pressed mine twice, so
Gonna
I
have to go
only
to the
need
rules
one.
about resting.
About resting? What do you mean?
Yeah.
I'm a
What do you
paladin,
need?
right? I got all this. I got all this cool
Yeah.
stuff. I
Oh,
can
whatever.
do.
Yeah, for fighters it's easy. Everything's back to short rest.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But I don't
so we
know.
get Accent Surge. We get
Axe and Sure, second wind, we get all that back. It's all short rest.
You guys had
for
never
Paladin-
used your action surge anyway.
I did.
Oh,
and
really?
So did.
Yeah, I
yeah,
did
we,
it as well.
Oh. I don't
I
remember.
did it. I did
I
it
think
to
Paladins-
break the to break the first grapple.
Elwyn on the as. Please set the as to your character.
Mm,
I'm pretty sure Paladins have to long rest to get their spells
It
back.
does. It's a long rest. Yeah, it is.
You don't get anything else back.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't think it was, but I wanted to check just in case. But yeah, I got. I'm full
Hey,
hit dice, but
hey, where are
that's
you
it.
going? Get back here.
Uh-oh.
Don't run away now.
Do we need to roll initiative?
I just did.
No.
I would.
All right.
I'm not gonna make you. You can just stand there, you know.
What's everybody
How in
doing?
the hell do I get a 2 initiative? Okay. No dex mods.
my thing's moving slow.
That's okay. According to my map, I don't even have everybody on this map.
Sounds legit.
I've got 4 out of 6 showing, but
Same.
Yeah, I only got 5.
let's roll.
Man, I'm getting these low initiatives today.
All right. Perfect. That's even more perfect. So I get to go first.
Nicholas, I'm not seeing your token on the map.
He's at the very bottom. That's the thing.
Oh,
yeah,
I
I'm too
see.
busy getting carved up. There's blood spewing off of me. But an 8 does not actually hit me, so
So rising from the sarcophagi are skeletal warriors clad in ancient armor and wielding spears.
Draugr.
They stab at you. And let's see if this one manages to hit. The rolls are taking a second. Oh yeah, that probably hits, right?
yeah.
Oh, why did it do the short sword?
Because that's what it did.
Oh, I guess that one chose to use its short sword.
Okay, so I carved 5 off.
Yep. And
Next.
then these other ones rise from their graves and draw their weapons, but don't move
Rise
yet.
from your grave.
Yep. but they don't move yet.
All right. I yell out, "Get behind me!" And I move to stand here, blocking the passage as best I can with my shield out,
I like it.
and I will take the dodge action, creating a shield wall of sorts.
Okay.
And I am done.
Do I need to have a perception? Wait, do these? Okay, never mind. Do I have to do a perception check to see if these guys are wearing Arceus's symbol? Because if it is, wouldn't it be kind of odd if they're attacking Nicholas? Because he was recognized by Arcadis, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so should I roll a perception?
You can. It's the same symbol on their shields as on the floor, which is the same symbol that Arcadius was wearing in the ghostly figure of his armor.
I probably should. Probably. I'm just gonna retreat behind fair to Am I on my turn?
You're up, creepy little lizard.
I kind of like, oh no, 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 this won't do at all. I kind of like aim my boomerang and I
Ka-tunk.
does that hit?
I don't know. It's not refreshing
Rolled
on my end. Yeah, okay. 14 does not hit the skeleton soldier.
It kind of like just goes bonk and like
Yeah, bounces off their shield.
Man, my thing's moving so slow. I'm still back on Eingerman.
I take the dodge action as well. Soggy is not coming behind us, or
I meant to do that. He is.
okay. Okay, now I take the dodge action if Soggy is behind me and Benjamin. And I'm like, look at Nicholas, and he's like, well, you seem you're good, and we'll just hold line here. And that will be my turn.
You're still wielding your glaive?
Yeah, I do not have a shield with me.
Okay.
I have an axe.
Well, if you were to go behind us, you could attack through the shield wall.
But you're the only one there.
That's
then it
true.
won't be a shield
All right.
wall.
Yeah, they would get past me. That's right.
Yeah. At least with this, it doesn't seem like we'll get flanked.
That's a good point.
Yeah. That one?
And like I said, Mine thing's lagging out so bad it still thinks it's on Eingerman's turn.
Oh no,
Yeah.
that's not good. Yeah, I
You
mean,
might
mine's
hit a
lagging,
refresh.
but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You might hit a refresh
Okay,
in
now
the
it's
browser.
showing on my turn.
Okay.
It's just moving very slow now.
Is it if we remove the torch, or is that what's lighting it?
I took
Sam?
dynamic lighting off, so
I refreshed after he took that off.
Yeah, you might have to scroll down. When I first refreshed, I just saw black, but then
Yeah, I
it
did.
was because I was zoomed
I
on the
did
upper part of
scroll
the
down,
map.
like I see
Yeah.
all the characters
Okay.
and whatnot. It's moving slow.
Dungeon Master, are you experiencing this problem with any of your other games?
yeah, it's Roll20 servers.
All right.
Yeah, no, it's not just this game or like your guys's things. It's got something to do with the dynamic lighting, but even with having taken it off, we're still experiencing lag. Now, when I emailed them, they said that it was because I had the VTT suite. However, I took that off, and I'm still experiencing lag. And they said that it was also because of having, multiple tokens interacting with the dynamic lighting. Well, now that's even off too. So even if it was the 6 tokens that we had interacting with the dynamic lighting, that's not even what's going on anymore. So it's something about the tokens. I know that much. And none of my NPCs have sight anymore. So it's just the fact that there's a token on the map is slowing the whole server down so bad that it's causing this kind of lag for everybody. And I think it's on their end. It's got to be because you guys are all experiencing the same
Well,
amount of lag.
I'm
so
not really feeling the lag.
Yeah, is Elwyn able to act at this point? Are you
I
able
think
to
it
do
might
My
something?
connection to the server has been interrupted
Oh.
at the moment.
I think you just have a weak promise.
I was planning just to move up beside Tom and then just take the hold action with an arrow at the ready.
Oh, that's perfect. Yeah, we can make that happen.
All right, I'm gonna take a shot at one of these skeletons right with me. Arcadius blade, whack.
Well, you should come back, man. You're gonna get
Oh
surrounded.
no, I'm already surrounded. So I hit him. 16 to attack. DM hopefully will hit.
Yes, that hits.
Okay, that's a 5, and I'm also going to get the extra D8 of radiant damage because it's undead.
Yep.
So an extra 5, not much, but
Okay.
10 points total.
Yep. The skeleton.
Let's see what it is we're dealing with here.
The skeleton is badly injured, but not down. The armor seems to have deflected the blow just enough to where you have cleaved off his spear arm, but it's still standing.
Okay. That being the case, if I was to try to run, I would not get to cover, and then all the skeletons would descend upon me, and I would be out in front of the shield wall. So rather than that, I'm going to stay in my little alcove, and I'm done.
Okay.
And that one, since he lost his spear arm, is going to have to, like, stick out a skeletal tongue at me.
It's only a flesh wound.
Yeah. 7 versus AC does not hit.
The skeleton soldier drops his shield and swings at you with his clawed skeletal hand.
Okay. 7 versus AC does not hit, so go to the next one.
I am. It's just taking it a
Okay,
little bit.
yeah. And let's see. 22 does hit. 1 damage.
Not great.
I'll take 1 damage over anything else.
Now the skeletons close.
So that held action that Elwyn has would probably be triggered by one of them coming to the site.
Yes. And then can you click your macro, or is it still lagging?
I'm getting some out of this, but if you moved into the skeletons, they haven't moved on my screen yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's
They've
all 4
moved on
skeletons are
my
surrounding them. Yeah. I can see they've updated.
You can go ahead and just click on any of them for the targeting, and it'll work.
Okay, well, I just lost connection to my server connection's been interrupted again.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and roll for you for right now,
Alrighty.
just to keep things moving. Since
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, it's understandable.
Yeah, are you like on a laptop?
Yeah, I'm working on a laptop right now.
Is it like brand name or just wait? What?
No, it's not brand new.
Do you know your computer specs?
Do I know the specs?
Yeah.
Not at all.
It's like a Dell.
No, it is a Lenovo.
No.
Oh,
They can
So
work, but if it could be a super duper computer, but if it's got a bad connection, then it won't matter. So
Yeah, that's true. But I don't think it's his watch.
Now,
you roll and get a 27. Your
Oh.
arrow sinks deep into the skull of one of the skeletons and cracks it in half. It has like just a half a skull with one empty eye socket staring at you now.
Well, it's slowly updating now.
Did the soldiers, the skeletons,
They're
all attack?
yeah, they're about to. It's just taking a bit here. Just I had to first roll for Elwyn, and now I'm trying to update the skeleton's hit points. I would be far more sympathetic if my computer was like, experiencing this kind of lag, like even playing Diablo 3 or something like that, but it's not. So there's no way Roll20 should be worse than Diablo 3.
Yeah, that's what I was.
Very true.
Well, this simply will not do. Is there another gaming server that we could play on until Roll20 has their act together?
Yeah, we're going to discuss this, as we wrap up. We'll figure out what can be done, because I've been kind of looking into a couple of other ones anyway, and so I'm going to be. Let's get this finished first, because I gotta
Yes.
Yeah, I understand.
So
We
first
have something else to enter the game.
the attacks.
That's a miss. Still there, or just waiting?
It is just updating very slowly as it pops up each of the choose a target and then input value, and so it's doing
at,
it.
At this rate, this combat will not be over for an hour. So, do we want to just call it for tonight?
I think so. I think we gotta.
But I really want to.
Yeah, so
try
no,
and
we all
finish it up.
we all want to do that, but the problem is not it's out of our control. There's some role playing that we'd like to do, and you've role playing that you'd like to do, and you'd like to find a place and make a nice end to it. But if it's taking this long for a single round of combat, I mean, we're now into minute 15 of this combat.
Yeah,
if it was if this was
And
not a.
thankfully I have all of this recorded, so I'm going to be showing. I'm gonna make the people at Roll20 take a look at this and be like, what is this nonsense? Because, my computer can run Diablo 3 just fine, and yet this is the kind of lag that we're all experiencing when 6 character tokens and 6 NPC tokens attempt.
I mean, this is what this program is supposed to do. This is the very basic.
Yeah,
this is not even hard. This is so basic.
Yeah.
This isn't even the dynamic lighting, and I have really no
I think
extra.
It's the dungeon.
You think it's what?
The dungeon side.
Oh, the dungeon is tiny.
And even if it were big, it shouldn't be like this. It shouldn't. Maybe a little
Yeah,
lag.
this is like 2D linear. It's not even.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and this dungeon is literally 50 by 50. You know, like that's half of the size that they recommend as the maximum. So like that shouldn't be any kind of factor at all.
All right.
Should we just end the combat? Then?
I am not available to play next week. So have a good time. And I hope that this gets worked out. I'd be willing to discuss moving to a different server if this is something that can't be fixed.
Yeah,
But-
I'm looking into Fantasy Grounds recently, and we'll just, we'll discuss
And there
things.
is the possibility of armor of World Forge.
I'm not as familiar with that one.
All right. Well, everyone have a good week, and
you too.
hopefully we'll have better luck next time.
Yeah.
Thanks.
It's
Good
just
night.
different in combat. We just can't.
Good night.
Yeah.
Cheerio.
Yeah, then go.
I'm just
I'll
waiting
myself as
for
soon as I
this
get-
last attack to upload, and then we'll wrap it up.
Yeah, as soon as I reconnect the server, I'll exit the game.
I'm just gonna. Yeah. Yeah.
So I already updated my hit points from that one attack I got hit by, and that's for me.
Okay. The one attack did hit you. Oh yeah.
Yeah, the second attack from it.
Okay. Well, yeah. What a bummer. Roll 20. You have let me down.
It just doesn't make sense. I'm playing other games on the weekday, and it seems fine.
Yeah, I played one yesterday, and it was working all right. I imagine my laptop is a little.
See,
Slow,
now that doesn't
I
make
mean,
any
even in
sense
general-
to me at all, because it's not like I'm not
It's not a hard.
I'm not hosting this game. It's not being run off
Yeah.
of my server. So like
Yeah,
why would my game be more abnormally affected by this? Like, okay, so maybe me running the virtual tabletop was slowing some things down, the suite, but I took that off, so that's no longer slowing anything down. So
I think all the forums say that if it's running like this, and it's, they talk about the browser extensions, they talk about running in Chrome with no browser extensions, they talk about hardware acceleration.
no
it's
browser
experiencing this for
extensions.
all of us.
Yeah.
And everything always comes down to submit a bug report. Submit a bug report.
Yeah,
So
it's-
that's it.
You have to get them on it.
Yep. I'm going to get right on that. I am, of course, very sorry that we couldn't get through a simple, 6 skeleton battle here. But we will pick back up right with the skeletons having taken their turn and go from there.
yeah.
All right. See you guys around. Bye.
I'll see you.
Yep.
Next week. Fun.
Bye, guys.
Yeah,
It might almost be region based as well, because I know the